So good morning, everybody. So 3 years on the property now, just about, at least for me. A couple more days for my wife. Not a lot of videos going on lately, unfortunately. I keep forgetting to bring my camera over, or my phone over here to get it. Just stop. The dog keeps wanting to eat my. Yes, Amazona. Yes, our latest rescue. She's been with us about a month, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, baby. She is a big lover. Yes, I love you too. Yes, I do. Okay, go get a drink of water. Go play. Whoops, I'm sorry, Popeye. I'm sorry, didn't step on you. Popeye back there. So anyways, doesn't mean a lot of work hasn't been going on. Remember, we're self-funded, so it's all do-it-yourself, and it's all as we have money to do it, and also as we can get products to do it. So sometimes getting the products that we need is the most difficult thing. I'll walk you through what we've done, where we're at so far. The porch is kind of a mess because the dogs, and especially Amazona, likes to bring the bamboo leaves up here to play, to chew on, and everything else. Don't you, baby? Yes, girl. So let's take a little walk around here. This is what it was like when we first arrived, or when I first arrived. We had paid a guy to cut the grass, and they burned it all out. So we're collecting all the sticks. My wife's burning all of that. The only place we had to bathe was down in a canal. So this was our bare project land. So first thing we did, we built a temporary shelter to live in while we're constructing our house. There were some issues with that. We finally had to put a tin roof over the outside area where the canopy is. This is where we planned to build the house, where we staked out and had to get it ready for excavation. So I had to cut it all down, and keeping this cut at the time was wild. This would grow 1 meter in a month. At the time, we were getting lots of rain. As you can see, though, the dogs love it. They have lots of room. Our entranceway is up in the corner up there, and we're at a slope. We're at an angle, and fighting with the dogs to get in here. But you see, we're all marked off, and we had an excavator hired to come in. That's the only thing that you can't do here. You can't really rent an excavator. You just get an excavator with the driver. Thank you, Saria, for coughing up while I'm talking here. But as you can see, it's cloudy and rainy all the time. But we've got an excavator coming, and we're planting our limoncia along the fence lines for a little privacy and quiet. But this is it. We're about 100 square meters. And then the excavator comes, we start digging it out, and it'll be 2 floors. One, a walkout basement, and then a top floor that will look out over the jungle behind us. So we're just filling in with all that extra dirt. We're kind of trying to layer out our land a little bit more level in the lower parts, and but that took us a year to get to the breaking ground point. And this is where I'll show the basic idea of the plans for the house. And this will take us up to today, 3 years later. So we're, sorry about that. we're working on the window screens, the anti-mosquito screens. These right here. Now this is on the covered porch, so we're not too really worried about it. That one I still needs to take off again because we got to paint around the inside, the black. This will be one way of the OSB up, but it'll be covered with calamina, which is the metal sheeting. Once we get there, we have a new generator. I think I've told you guys before. The older one died on us, and I mean we abuse it. We abuse it terribly. So we had to get one that's a bit more powerful, electric start, makes it easier. Definitely more expensive. My table saw, which we're using to cut these down. These were originally 1x3s, 1x2.5, and I'm cutting them down to and splitting them, and we're putting this screen in. Let's go inside. Block that off so the dogs don't go inside here. So inside. So as you come in, first little room on the left. This will be my work room. This is where all the tools and all the work area will be, so that I have a place to keep all of my stuff. This will be finished off with OSB on the walls when it's done. We have a little, you notice we have a little solar generator here, a little panel outside. Charges these 12 volts, 7 amp batteries, which I have 2 of them connected to it, which I will be changing out also pretty soon, to a 12 volt 35 amp battery. But all that does is it powers the lights in here. It has 4 string lights connected to it, so that they give us a little light when we're working here. So when we got the base up of cement board, in most of it, I've got 10 sheets up. On the inside, oh, by the way, that was, let's go back into here again. This will be the dog, or some of the dogs, some of the cats, or all of the cats, some of the dogs, and the laundry room. So these windows are a higher quality metal, and then the mosquito net will go on the outside of the mosquito. I forget what you call it. Mesh. We call it malla in Spanish, but screen, mosquito screen. So we have 2 windows in here, another window here. This will also be the laundry room, the laundry machine, the clothes washer will go in this corner right here. There'll be power coming into here. The water will discharge right out into a tank outside, and then that water will be used as it separates the soap and the solids. It will be used to water plants down there in that part. And then we got the hallway going in, okay? And from this point up here, this is the stairwell entrance from the main floor coming down. So the stairs will start at the far wall and come down to about here, to about where I'm at right here. And then all that underneath there will be storage, which has access from this one. This small room back here that Lucky thinks is his room is not his room. This small room will actually be storage, but also the water, filtered water for drinking water. So water tanks will be outside, rainwater collection, and then that will come down into a heavily filtered system, which will store fresh water for drinking water that will be pumped up into the kitchen. Okay. Then this room is the other dog's room, the big dog's room. We'll put one bed there. This is going to be our geothermal air conditioning. The tubes are already run. We got 50 meters of tubes filled with water already below the ground here, about a meter below, and then the concrete is on top of that, so that will keep it at a nice temperature, about 20 degrees Celsius. But that will go up into a radiator type system, which will blow constantly cooled air in here, and will bring in air from outside. Now remember, the water tanks will be on that side over there, so it will suck in cooled air from that. And we also have plantones out there, which are limoncello, which will block the sunlight from that side. So there'll be another bed on this side, a bed over here, and a corner bed on this side. So it'll be able to handle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dogs easily on this side over here. Oh, and somebody already used this area. Who did that? Yeah? Out. Come on, outside. So now let's go back up to the roof, or the floor, however you want to look at it. The roof of the basement, or the floor of the main floor of the house, which is what I'm going to work on today. So, as you can see, we got it all covered with plastic. We had rain yesterday, so I couldn't work on it. We were working downstairs. I've got more OSB, so we're working on the second layer. We're double layering, one layer going this direction and one layer going this direction, and then the walls will go up, and then on top of that we will put cement board inside the walls, because my wife wants ceramic floors, tile floors. So we will put that up there in the end, once the roof is on, so that the rain doesn't get on it. So I got to get to work. I got to get this OSB glued and screwed. So I'll try and keep you up to date, and just please share and comment, and I had to put this safety net up, because the dogs figured out how to get up onto the floor already pretty quickly, actually. So as you can see, it runs. This concrete base, this is for the water tanks. There'll be 5 water tanks eventually. So I'm going to leave you guys up here for a few minutes until I get everything uncovered up here, the water pulled off, and get the OSB so I can get it put on, installed. I'll see you in a bit.
Well, as usual, we kind of missed it, but we got it all covered. We have to protect it because, as you can see, there's a storm coming again. But we got most of it cut out. We're about 12 sheets of OSB left to put on. Actually, about 10 up here, and I need 2 down below in my workshop. But and then we'll finish with the floor. It's going to be covered with plastic for a while we build the walls, and hopefully we get some better video then. But as you can see, this is it. This will be our view out of the balcony and off the kitchen, and well, actually the bedroom will be over there, the kitchen will be over here, but the balcony is that whole end there, looking up at the mountains. So until next time, hopefully I'll get you some better video, and we'll add in a little bit of stuff that we've got going on around here. We still got to work on our entrance here, parking, covered parking, but we can't really do that until we have a wall here and another building here and blah 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 blah. Always something else to do. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I gotta take a break. I don't know, maybe we may have to go to town and get dog food. I forget. Tomorrow's a normal day, but I think the dogs ate it all. But for now, that's where we're at. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. If you know anyone that is an expat or living in another country, building their own home that is self-sufficient, remember there we have nothing. There's that, if you can see it right there, that post right there, and that pole is the electrical inlet. But as you can see, it's not connected to anything because there is no electricity out here. Same thing with water. There is no water. Our water catchment is on the roof of our camping site, our tent, and we collect. We have 2 1,100 liter ICBs we collect rainwater in. When it rains, when it doesn't rain, then things aren't so good. But we're completely off grid, well, except for that little white things that's sitting right over there. That's Elon Musk's Starlink. That is the only link to the outside world that we have. We do not even get cellular service here. You have to cross the hill, go up our hill and down toward the canal from the river to get a good cellular service. There's nothing, there's no towers out here. So I'm gonna leave you at that, and I've got to pick up tools and stuff and get cleaned up for my afternoon classes. Thanks for joining. Don't forget, DIY Off-Grid Peru, and or you can look it up as off 12 dogs, off-grid with 12 dogs, something like that. We have 12, 7 cats, 6 chickens still. Working on some eggs to hatch. We'll see what happens. Chickens, one's nesting, but the other ones don't really want to help very much. So I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining us today.